Good morning, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another What I Eat in a Day. I love making these videos and you seem to really enjoy them, so thank you for coming back to watch another. I'm trying out a couple of new things today, so that's exciting. If the telly is flickering in the corner, I'm really sorry. We've got Tiddler on here and I've got my toddler on this side of me eating some toast. I have just made my first coffee of the day with 50 ml of semi-skimmed milk. I don't usually count calories day to day, but for the purpose of this video and anybody that's calorie counting or interested in how many calories I'm sort of eating at the moment for my weight loss, I will leave everything on screen and then I'll total it up at the end and you'll see how many calories I've had today. Right now, I know what I'm going to be eating today, but I don't know how many calories that equates to. I just kind of can gauge it based on like my portion sizes now and things like that. It is weigh day today, so I weighed myself this morning and I am now 9 stone and half a pound, which means that I've gone from 10 stone 12 and a half and my BMI being here. This is from the NHS website, by the way, that's how you work it out, to 9 stone and half a pound and my BMI is now this. So I've come a long way. I'm now 26 pounds down. This is the most relaxed and happy I have ever been whilst losing weight. Food to me now isn't a crutch. It's not something that I look for comfort in. And if you're here because you're thinking of starting or it's something you've been thinking about for a little while, I do have a discount code for MedExpress if you decide to choose them as your provider. The code will get you £40 off your first order with them. So yeah, the code's there if you want to use it. But yeah, first coffee of the day. I've been running around like a headless chicken this morning. It's gone 9 o'clock and let me show you what I'm having for breakfast. What happened? They caught the fishes. You'll be okay, you'll swim back. So I prepped my breakfast for today last night. This is an overnight vanilla chia seed pudding. I copied the recipe from TikTok. It's been in the fridge all night. I say I copied the recipe off TikTok. I did, just to get the gist of how to make it, and then I tweaked it myself. So let me tell you what the TikTok recipe is and then how I made it with like lower sugar, lower calories. I actually don't know how much of that is a portion, to be honest, but I reckon I'll probably end up eating half of this. I'll work out the calories and put on screen how much it is, but if you want to make the batch that I made, it's a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, a full cup of Greek yogurt. I've used the 10% fat one. You can use fat free if you want to. I just prefer this because it's nice and creamy and it actually makes me enjoy it. The recipe then says 2 tablespoons of maple syrup or honey. That's what I've switched out. And then 3/4 of a cup of milk. You can use whatever milk you fancy. A lot of people use coconut milk. I used the no sugar almond milk. Then it tells you to add vanilla bean paste as well. So what I've done is I've switched out the maple syrup and the honey and the vanilla bean paste, and I am using, I've been calling it Sapriva powder, but it's not called that, it's Sapriva flavour powder in the vanilla cream flavour. This video is kindly sponsored by Sapriva, and this powder is amazing because as somebody who actually doesn't really enjoy like sugar-free syrups and things like that, I don't like the chemical taste of it, I'm actually really enjoying using this. I've got 3 flavours, the vanilla cream, the butter biscuit and chocolate. I thought vanilla would be better for breakfast and I could use the chocolate one for like desserts and things like that. If you are like a Biscoff fan, then you might find that you really like the butter biscuit one because it's definitely got that flavour. It smells incredible. So this is what the tub looks like and you get a little spoon inside. Half a spoon of this is like 3 calories and that is all you need to add to your like desserts, iced coffees, things like that. I'm finding the vanilla one works really well in iced coffees as well. It just adds that extra something without, like I said, that horrible like chemical taste. If I'd have added the vanilla paste and the maple syrup, it would have been about this amount of calories added into it, but because I've used the vanilla cream powder, it's only 3 calories. Usually sweetened things or sugar replacements really play havoc with my like bloating and IBS. It's actually a trigger of my IBS, but I don't know what it is about this. It doesn't give me that bloated like trapped wind feeling. One of the reasons for that could be because this product contains a plant-based fibre called inulin, which actually aids your digestive system. So yeah, let's see what this has turned out like. I can actually smell the vanilla in that, to be fair. So what people usually do is put it in a jar or a little dish like this and then load it up with like fruit or nuts, things like that. That is half the mixture in there. Doesn't look that appetizing. But people rave about this, don't they? And they say that they love it. So I'm just gonna top it with a banana. If I like this, what I'll probably do is start meal prepping it, buy some jars on Amazon and start prepping. A teaspoon's worth of flaked almonds going on top now. Top this with some cinnamon. You could actually top it and sprinkle over a little bit of that chocolate powder. I've seen people putting the chocolate one on top of mochas. The original recipe says drizzle some honey on top or some maple syrup on top, but I'm just going to leave it as it is and just try it like this. Right, let's try it. You want to try too? Do you want the first try? Chia seed pudding. Good? Do you like it? Mummy, try? Shall I start making this for our breakfast?
Daddy.
We'll make it for Daddy's breakfast too. Yeah. Do you think he'll like it? That's a big piece of banana. Make sure you chew it. I'm not gonna lie, the texture is weird, but the taste of it's really, really good. This is really, really nice. I definitely don't need the full portion, so half is perfect. I'm gonna pop on screen how many calories this is now. Thank you to the lovely Isabella at Survivor for sponsoring this part of the video. She's also kindly given me a discount code for you to use on the website as well, should you decide to order for yourself. I'll leave the link to the website down below in the description box. But yeah, highly recommend the vanilla one. The chocolate one, if you are a chocolatey person and you want to use it for desserts, I think that would work really, really well. And if you are a Biscoff lover, butter biscuit. Hi, so it is now 1:20. Pops has just gone down for a nap. I am going to make myself some dinner, but I'm fuming. I need to... Let's talk about this in a second. I know this is a what I eat in a day video, but... Do any of you remember Lamppost Gate? It must have been a good couple of years ago on my channel. I just don't know what it is with like teens thinking that they can just do what they want. Basically, there is a school at the bottom of my road. It's a high school, it's not a primary school. When school's over, the children get chaperoned all the opposite way from where I live because there are main roads and things like that, which is obvious, like why they get chaperoned there. But they don't get chaperoned coming all the way up this road, which is where a lot of them have to walk or cut through. They don't get chaperoned up here, so they vandalise everywhere. The stuff they write on lampposts and like the green boxes and things like that, just anywhere they get chance, is disgusting. It isn't the first time I've had to grab my pink stuff from underneath the sink and a scourer and be out there scrubbing the stuff off that they've written, just because it's like smack bang outside my house. So there's a lamppost outside my house, but then there's also a new box been put there. And somebody's decided, from that school, has decided to draw a penis the size of me on the box and write C-O-C-K on the box. And now I'm gonna have to go out there and scrub it. I'm livid. A couple of weeks ago, I went out of my back door and I looked up and I thought, what the hell is that? They've thrown a big PVA glue, obviously took it from school, a massive PVA glue thing, thrown it at my house, so like half of it's stuck there and the other half's fallen in the garden. Connie could have got hold of it. It's literally stuck there. And Tom's had to like go up and try and get it off and stuff. And it's just like, I could not imagine of being a teenager and doing that to anybody's like property. Like, who do they think they are? Oh, and stickers that say wanker and stuck all like down the road. Like, what is wrong with these kids? Rant over, but I'm annoyed and I've got nobody to tell because Tom's in America. So yeah, he's away all week this week. So me and Pops have been to Aldi this morning. My usual food shop day is Saturday, like midweek now. Needed a couple of top up bits. So I'll show you what I got, but I did end up seeing this, which I thought was quite good. This is new in Aldi at the minute. Sandcraft, so it's like the kinetic sand, isn't it, that doesn't go everywhere. She's farm animal obsessed since we went to the local farm, and since we went to Cornwall as well and she got to feed all the animals, she just loves it. Any programmes on the telly that have got farm animals on, she's interested in. A little cow, that's supposed to be a horse, sheep, and a little chicken. So she'll have fun with that this afternoon. Probably let her play with that in the garden actually. I got some mango because I've seen that chia pudding being done with mango and I really want to try it, so because Pop's loved it so much and we've got leftovers, we'll have that again for tomorrow for breakfast. Needed some fairy liquid, so I topped up on that. I spent £12 by the way. Got some feta cheese for what I'm making now. Pomegranate seeds for what I'm making now. Sweet potato, which I need for tonight's tea. And then 2 different types of crackers, not the ones I wanted, but what I wanted was this box but in green, and it is the rosemary and sea salts flatbread thins. Amazing. These are on offer at the minute as well, but they're the cheddar and cracked black pepper flatbreads. I've tried these, I just don't like them as much as the sea salt and rosemary ones. So I ended up getting those, but I also got these crackers too, which are 17 calories per cracker. So I thought I'd mix it up and have a bit of both. But they've got loads of good like breadstick, flatbread like options in Aldi at the moment. Yeah, so we'll give those a whirl, and I am making a hummus plate. So I'm using this reduced fat hummus from Aldi. I showed this in my last vlog, but I didn't actually show you me making it, so I thought I would show you me making it today and what I do and how I put it together. It's really, really simple, dead nice for like a light, easy, like lunchtime dinner option. I call lunch dinner, by the way. And for a quarter of a pot of this, it is 105 calories. I am not going to weigh it out, I'm just going to kind of guess. I would say that's a quarter. Like a good like tablespoon of hummus, I would say, is like a quarter of the tub. So all you do is you just spread your hummus on your plate like this. I feel like you could make a big version of this for like a barbecue, you know, like on a big platter. That would be so nice with all the flatbreads like around it. Or if you were having like girls over for drinks and nibbles or something, it would be a really nice thing to do on a sunny day. I'm going to sprinkle some chopped up cucumber. I've just chopped this up really, really small. I do really load up the toppings on this. It ends up where you're not using loads of calories on this. The hummus is low in calories, and then everything you put on top is pretty much low in calories apart from the cheese, but you don't need much of it. It just depends on how many crackers you go for. But I'm finding my suppression is quite strong at the minute, so I'm not tempted to like overeat with the crackers or anything. I can stop when I'm full, unlike what I used to be like a few months ago before starting. So I've just added on some of these tomatoes from Aldi. I really like these ones. Smallest bit of feta cheese, I'll show you how much it weighs. Like 15 grams that is. 30 gram serving is 87 calories, so it's like 43 calories for what I'm putting on now, but so worth it. Pomegranate seeds next. Just looks so nice, doesn't it? Like how nice and colourful and fresh does that look? You can add those little sweetie drop peppers on that I showed in my last vlog. I don't think you can actually get these in Aldi, but Tesco do them, and these ones are from Sainsbury's and they are really nice, but I just don't feel like it's needed. If I hadn't have put the tomatoes on, I probably would have put those on. I'm gonna put the crackers on now. So let's have a look at these rosemary ones. Let's do 3 of those. No, let's do 4. Let's do 4 of these. Not the ideal shape for scooping. These are better for scooping up. I am quite hungry, we'll have 2 of these. Go. So I've got 4 of the rosemary ones, these ones, 17 calories each. With 29 calories each, I've got 2 of the cheddar and black pepper ones. So this is my dinner. Let's taste it. Pomegranate seeds remind me of my sister. She used to buy a pomegranate from the shop, get a needle out of my mum's bedroom where a sewing machine was, and then take it out on the street when we were younger. I think she thought it was like a cool, quirky thing to do. And to be fair, we all just used to like flock around just saying, can I have one, can I have one? This is my oldest sister. So yeah, she'd take the pomegranate seeds out individually with a pin and eat them. Do you know what I used to take out on the street? And Tom finds this disgusting. And my mum, to be fair, didn't used to like buying them for me, but you know, the seafood sticks, the crab sticks, I used to like go into the fridge and like smuggle them and take them outside. Loving life in the 90s, chowing down on crab sticks. What else I used to do, and this is bad, I used to go into the kitchen. My poor mum must have thought, where the hell's all that food gone that I just bought? And I used to like nick it. This is what I was like as a child. I'm always outing myself, aren't I, on my what I eat in a day videos and my weight loss videos. Just trying to explain what food has been like for me. Like as a kid, I would come indoors from outside playing. This would have been in the 90s, yeah, like 98 probably, 99. Go into the kitchen, try and sneak past my mum, which usually wasn't too hard because she was always busy. There were 5 children and I was the middle child, so I'd go into the kitchen, go and find the toasty loaf. This is so bad. Rip off the crust of like 3 pieces of bread at a time. So I'd go and get like a good chunk of a loaf. Put jam in the middle. Screw it up in a ball in my hand so that it went really, really small and I could literally walk out the door with it like that and my mum wouldn't know. And then I'd sit on the curb in the street eating it. So I'd make myself like a smashed up jam donut bread ball in my hands and then just sit there eating it, like just gorging on white bread. And then I'd probably go back in and get some more. And that's when my mum would probably be like, who's eating that full toasty loaf that I bought this morning? I'd be like, not me. And she'd believe me because I was the goody two shoes. And I'd like 9 times out of 10 blame it on my younger sister, Jessica, who was like 3 years younger than me. I'm going off on a tangent now, right? But my little sister, once she squashed what used to be opal fruits but are now Starburst, but they were opal fruits at the time. She squashed them into the wall in my mum's in the kitchen at home. She must have been about 5 and I was 8, and I saw her doing it. And when my mum went absolute psycho over it, she asked us all who'd done it, and my little sister blamed me. So I got sent upstairs, sat at the top of the stairs. I went and got a pen and I wrote my sister's name backwards because my little sister at the time couldn't write her own name properly. She used to write it backwards because she's left-handed like me. I wrote Jessica back to front at the top of the stairs and she got absolutely bollocked, and I thought, ha, serves you right for blaming me, calm as a bitch. Stuff sisters do to each other. It's horrible, isn't it? I remember when my 2 older sisters told me that Father Christmas was dead, and he'd been run over so he wasn't coming. Right, I'm trying one of the rosemary ones now. I've seen off that black pepper and cheddar one. Wowee. Honestly, this doesn't look as filling as it is when you eat it. Did I tell you that I've really got Tom onto these? When I put it in front of him, I think he thought, what's this rabbit food? But he loved it. Right, I'm going to make a peppermint tea in a minute, which has no calories in it, so I won't show you. And I've got a water here. I'm going to go and sit down and chill while Pops is having a nap, because I deserve it. I was going to go and scrub off the penis that's been drawn outside, but I'll do that in the dead of night because I feel a bit embarrassed going out doing it now. There's workmen over the road and they'll probably like, what's she doing? So I'll go later on when Pops is in bed and do it. I'm back looking dishevelled as hell. It's 7:45 and I haven't had my tea yet. We went to my mum's this afternoon when my mum finished work and spent the afternoon in the garden. I just had a coffee at my mum's, so I will put the amount of calories I had for milk here. She uses semi-skimmed as well, so that's all I had there. I'm really hungry. Pops has just gone down to bed. She had her tea at my mum's. So what I'm making is the viral mince, sweet potato, avocado, cottage cheese and hot honey bowl. It's kind of like a high protein nourish bowl type thing. I am not the biggest cottage cheese lover, but as you can see here, I didn't go for the fat-free option. I went for the full fat option, and I still don't think the calories will be that high. Did I mention sweet potatoes in this? The only thing I am missing is chili flakes, but I hope we won't miss them too much because I've actually got the hot honey rather than making my own. A lot of people make their own hot honey, but this you can get it in Sainsbury's. And when I was in Aldi earlier on today, they've just started doing it in Aldi. Just thought it was worth me mentioning because it's quite hard to get hold of in the supermarkets. You've got to go to specific ones. The mince I'm using, by the way, is the lean beef steak mince, the 5% fat one from Aldi. And you do need taco seasoning, I forgot about that. I'm putting 150 grams worth of sweet potato into my air fryer just to make it nice and easy. I am going to spray this with some Fry Light or Aldi's Dupe Spray Light, the 1 calorie spray. This is the olive oil one. For the sweet potato, all I'm going to season it with is a bit of salt. Whack that in the air fryer on, I'd say 200 for, I'm going to put it on for 12 minutes and check it. I reckon it won't need any longer than 12 minutes. While that's cooking in the air fryer, I'm going to get a frying pan and I am going to whack this into a very hot frying pan to almost sear it before I break it up so it goes nice and crispy. I'm using half of the taco seasoning because this is actually for a 500 gram pack of mince and I'm only using a 250 gram pack, so. Right, it's ready, so let's dish up. So like I said, 150 grams of sweet potato, which is like half of like a normal size sweet potato with the skin off. You can leave the skin on if you want for a bit of extra fibre. I prefer it without the skin. So I just took it off this time, but yeah, there's that much of a sweet potato left over that I'm not having that I can make tomorrow, so that's the sweet potato in. This looks good. I'm not going to need all of that 250 grams. This is a bit of an estimate now, but I'm going to say I've got 150 grams of the mince there and I've got 100 grams left over. Next up, we've got the avocado, and I'm going to give myself a full avocado here because, like I said, I'm hungry. If I don't eat the rest of it, it's going to get wasted. I might not eat all of this, but I will. But this is how much I'm giving myself. I'll let you know how I get on with it. I may well eat the full lot. That does look like enough avocado, to be fair, but hey ho, let's have the full shebang, shall we? 60 grams of cottage cheese, let's go 70. 70 grams of cottage cheese. And then it's time for the hot honey to go on. And I'm actually going to warm this up so it's hot. Honestly, why my dog decides to just bark and be hard work as soon as I've got the baby in bed. Overstimulated mum alert that is hungry and stressed, and I've done 3 days on my own so far and Tom's not home for another 2. We're going to do a tablespoon, aka 15 mils worth of honey, and I'm going to warm this up in the microwave for 10 seconds. A little bit of flaked sea salt on the cottage cheese and the avocado. A bit on the mint, do not be everywhere. I'm going to put on how many calories this is on screen now. I've got a feeling it's going to be a lot, but I should, by this point, have the calories to play around with. Let's see, so I've got some of the cottage cheese, the avocado, the mince. Let's get a bit of sweet potato on there too. Ready? Wow, that is good. That is amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait to make this for Tommy. He's gonna absolutely love this. I feel exactly the way that I did when I tried the Anna Paul's mum's Turkish pasta, the other viral TikTok pasta, for the first time, and I'd put off making it for ages even though I'd wanted to. I feel exactly the same as that, like, why did I not try this sooner? This is unbelievable. Loads of protein in that cottage cheese and in the mince. Avocado, healthy fats, a tiny little bit of honey on there. Sweet potato, good for you. It tastes like it shouldn't be healthy, but this is pure health. I've got another water here. I will check back in, let you know how much I eat of this. I've got a feeling I'm going to eat it all. It's so good. And let you know if I'm eating anything else. It is 9:30 now. I demolished that tea. It was so good. I will be making that again as soon as Tom's home, actually, on Friday night. I think I'm going to make it for him because I think he's going to love that. I'm going to go have a shower, get my pyjamas on, and hopefully be in bed for 10 o'clock. I'm going to take up tea with me to bed. So I picked up these when I was in Sainsbury's the other day. These are like half the price of the tea pigs, and you know, the more expensive peppermint teas, but they're still really, really nice. So I picked those up. They are the peppermint and spearmint infusion. Taste the difference, Sainsbury's ones. Really enjoying these at the minute. And then I'm really enjoying these two as well from Aldi. The sleep tea, really nice. It has chamomile, apple and passion flower in it. And the glow tea, which is strawberry, cucumber and aloe vera. It's got biotin in that as well. Tonight I'm going to go for a peppermint. Heading up to bed now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Pleasantly surprised with those 2 new things that I've tried. I will definitely be making chia pudding again. If you like videos like this and you want me to start making more, hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you to Survivor for sponsoring this video, and I'm off to bed.